got one of the most different flows I heard in a minute.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And ever since then, I was like, man, we got to get him in here.
That's Lord.
Yeah. So
what video that was?
It was just one of the crazy story ones. You know, I just hadn't really heard the flow at that time, and I was just very taken aback. I'm sure you have that experience with people a lot of times. Like, how do you explain that flow in particular that kind of helped you blow up?
Gang, I don't know how to explain it. Just that's like my flow. That's the flow I make when I don't got no beat. You see what I'm saying? Because I made that song. I wrote it without no beat. I made the song on a bus on my way to Chicago from Atlanta and shit.
On the bus? So you didn't have a piece of paper? You were writing in your phone or whatever?
Nah, yeah, I was writing in my phone.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But the beat, ain't no beat. I'm in that bitch getting that.
Damn, but so do you have any like ability to sort of tell like where that came from? Because it's such a different, it's like a weird pause that you put in the middle of the bars, like where you say everything at the beginning and the end.
Yeah, I don't know, see, I guess, you know, you make music off all the shit you like and shit. Like, I guess all the music I used to listen to, you know, I just started rapping, and when I made that shit, I just started for real. So it ain't like it was a scientific thing or nothing. It was just, that's how it sound good to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it sounded good to me, shit.
It's crazy because when we think about like Chicago rap and drill music and all that shit, there's not a lot of storytelling raps in that shit. But you're somebody who's always kind of gravitated towards that.
Yeah, because I don't like go in and just get to rapping like off the dome. I think about it. Like I really think about it from like, especially when I make the story. Sometimes I go in and do that now since I've been rapping. So, you know, sometimes you just go right in and just do it.
Right.
Hear a beat and do it. But most of the time I hear a beat and I think of a story in my shit. And then I do the words and try to just make them rhyme. But I already got what's gonna happen in the song. You see what I'm saying?
It's so interesting because I feel like a lot of times rappers have almost like gotten away from storytelling shit because it feels too personal, and especially because of the recording process now that everybody just goes in and punches in, so it's like less of an ability to sort of craft a story. But are you always somebody who sort of was just writing stuff down before you went to record?
Right, like yeah, most of the time, like I'll be having the beers and shit. Like this jail shit been coming a lot, so I wrote a lot of shit. You know, in jail you zone out. So that's the thing. Like that's like a cheat code. Like, even though you out missing everything, nah, the only thing you can do is work out, write shit, and think and plot. So I'm in that bitch using all my time. I'm writing shit. So now I still got like 50, 80 like sheets of paper and shit with songs on it. You see what I'm saying?
So you feel like you can actually get good writing done in that environment? Because I heard a lot of people say like, I can't write in jail because the vibe is fucked up.
Gang, what else you finna do in this bitch? Like, what you gonna do? Like, you ain't got
I would
shit
be looking for anything creative to do in that environment.
Nothing else to do. Write people, get on the phone. You can get on the phone nowadays. Niggas be on the phone. But it be them times you can't come out the cell. You see what I'm saying? It be them times you gotta go in the cell and you can't sleep. It'd be nice you ain't sleeping. You see what I'm saying? Right. Because you got shit going on. Any nigga that got something going on in jail, it'd be hard to sleep at night. How you just gonna? You got bills to pay. You got people out here and shit. You got kids.
Exactly.
So I'm up. Like I gotta do something, and I can get rich off this. So I'm in this bitch. I'm getting rich.
But are you working out as a free man, or you just work out when you're locked up?
Just I work out free too.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever like tours, we try to stop at some gyms and shit. Then you know hotels got gyms now.
That's dope.
So we'll get some little cardio in and shit.
That's good. I feel like a lot of like younger rappers can't really get into the mentality of working out because they're young, they feel good, they're partying and shit.
Yeah, the drugs, that shit slow everything down. Really, the drugs when motherfuckers lazy and ain't used to working out. But I'm used to being locked up and gotta stay fit, you know.
Right, because you spent way too much time throughout your life in there.
Yeah, and you can't be just, you gotta work out. You want somebody to beat you up. You don't want nobody being over strong. So you just gotta.
But what's your experience like in jail? Because at this point, you're like famous as fuck. Everybody in there knows exactly who you are, who you're associated with. It's got to be a lot different than the first time that you went in when you were mostly lesser known.
Yeah,